السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. The audio and everything is working. Mic check. Okay, so YouTube is working, alhamdulillah. So let me go ahead and try. Actually, just one moment. Had to switch things up a little bit, so I appreciate you guys' patience. Okay, let me check Facebook real quick. And then I'll get to the Instagram, inshallah. The number is up and popping, so hit me up and we'll get started properly, inshallah. Inshallah. So it looks like Facebook is working, so let me just go ahead and share it a couple of times and we should be good to go, inshallah. All right. Last stretch. We'll check Instagram and then go ahead and we'll check Instagram and then we'll go ahead and share it on. What's up? We'll go ahead and share it on. Just got to pin the comment and inshallah we are almost done here. All right. Everything looks to be set up as much as possible as of right now, at least. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So we'll get started, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Ridwanullah family. Welcome back to a new episode of the Ridwanullah Business Maximization Show. I'm your host and business maximizer, Hussein Mohamud, working to help you completely maximize your business in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Verily, all praise and thanks are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our creator, owner, and sustainer, the one who's worthy of all worship without any associates or intermediaries. And may the peace and blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon the most esteemed leader and most honorable teacher, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, his family, his companions, and those who follow him until the day of judgment. Allahumma ameen. And inshallah, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about your business maximization journey, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So, that's in essence some of the topics that I'm going to be sharing with you related to business, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And you guys could hit us up at could hit me up at 801-471-6491 with any of your business maximization questions, whether it relates to this week's topic or not. Please hit me up and we'll be able to chop it up about business, inshallah. And we'll be able to go on from there, inshallah. Before we move forward, I just wanted to share with you guys sponsors, announcements, and updates. That's what I like to really start off with that and kind of summarize and conclude as part of that. But our primary sponsor is Ridwanullah Solutions. It's an Islamic personal and professional development company designed to help you completely maximize your business, finances, and life in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So visit us at ridwanullah.com for more information in our under construction website, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Hopefully there will come a time where I could say fully constructed website, inshallah. But that's just life, I guess. So our secondary sponsor is Ridwanullah University Business Maximization Program. This is a program that I personally run, an online program that is a monthly membership program. I do one monthly training, followed up by 2 weeks later, one monthly coaching session. It's an online group training and coaching sessions that we do. And we'll try to, give you guys as many other resources as we possibly can, as we are in the beginning stages of building that up as of right now, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. With that being said, if you would like to sponsor this show, send your request, budget, and details to Ridwanullah Solutions at gmail.com. Once again, that's Ridwanullah Solutions at gmail.com, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. With that being said, the sponsors, announcements, and updates, there's a lot of different things that are happening right now. In terms of scheduling, I did move the shows as well as the programs in the afternoon. So since we can't do the shows and the programs in the afternoon in one day, we're separating it to Saturday and Sundays, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So usually on a weekly basis, Saturdays, we're going to be doing the shows. And then on a bi-weekly basis on Sundays, we're going to be doing the program. So that's how the schedule is kind of going to be set up as of right now. And hopefully we'll be able to have it in a centralized location where all of those information will be updated. So both the shows and the programs that are in a coordinated way, the show and the program, the business maximization program will be between around Duhur and Asr here, Mountain Standard Time in Utah. The financial maximization program will be, I believe, after between Asr and Maghrib here in Mountain Standard Time. And last but not least, the life maximization program will be between Maghrib and Isha in Mountain Standard Time, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So that's something for you guys to keep track of. I wish there was a way to connect this to my personal page, but unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure how to do that as of right now. Let's see here. But yeah, that's kind of like the general update as of right now, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So any of you guys' has questions, that's what we're here for. 801 471 6491. That's the direct line, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Let me just make sure that it actually works. As I normally do, 801 471 6491. Let me put the ringer on. I think I should have this on just in case. So as you guys can see, the number is official and it's working. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So hit me up 801 471 6491, inshallah. Eight zero one 471 6491 is the number. So we roughly have about 60 minutes between, the question and answer live Q&A call-in show portion of it, as well as the insights and breakthroughs that I want to share with you. And in any of those cases, we'll try to do the best that we can with what we try to use, what we have, start where we are, and do the best that we can, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. And in the financial maximization show, we're going to be talking about what was going on. I believe it was this week with the whole GameStop situation and the tug of war between Wall Street and the masses, basically. So that's something else that we're going to be talking about. And in the life maximization program, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, we're going to be talking, the life maximization show, I should say. We're going to be talking about basically building your life around your deen and not your deen around your life, which is a very, very important topic, not only for me, but hopefully for all of us as well. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So I know majority of the people were sleeping before noon. So I just wanted to make sure that we start doing the shows in the afternoon, even though the first day of it is on Sunday. But generally speaking, for the most part, moving forward, we're going to be scheduled on Saturdays, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and then continue on the bi-weekly programming scheduled on Sundays as normal for the most part in the afternoons, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So that's what I got for you guys on that, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So for anybody who is watching, hit me up, 801 471 6491. 801 471-6491, inshallah. Okay. So inshallah, I guess I'll just kind of talk to myself until somebody calls in, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Business in general and life, finances and life overall in general, is a very, very complex and hard thing on its own or within itself. And every human being is on their own business journey, whether your decision is to only work for one, even if it's a nonprofit organizations such as the masjids, government, and other nonprofit organizations, or non-governmental organizations, whatever you want to call it. In any of those situations, these are, businesses and organizations that have been created to create some form of a living for us as human beings while we're living in this dunya, in this life in this dunya, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So, one of the easiest things for us to do when it comes to our business maximization journey is, comparing ourselves to other people when you generally can, and obviously in the grand scheme of things, we are competing in this marketplace, in this economy, to you know what I mean, like make sure that we're getting the customers that need and want what we are offering. But at the end of the day, it is a journey for all of us. You know what I mean? It's something that majority of us are in the process of, this business maximization, one or the other, whether we're just thinking about it, stressing about it, whatever it may be. And it's easy to compare ourselves to other people and the journey that they're on, with their business maximization aspect of it. But it's everybody's different. You know what I mean? Everybody has different types of needs and wants, different levels of needs and wants, quality needs and wants. But at the end of the day, you're running your own journey. You're running your own race in a way. You should use other people as motivation to keep pushing on your business maximization journey. But there's different, stages, there's different levels, and there's different seasons to business, just like there is for finances, as well as life maximization as well. So, it's important to really think about your own business maximization journey, inshallah. I could see that I sent a message to Jamal, just saying what's up to Jamal. It seems like it worked for him, so I don't know if it'll work for other people, but we could certainly try. Let's see. But everybody's on their own business maximization journey. So we should all embrace our journey. Some of us, are on different stages of business. Some of us are in different levels of business, and some of us are in different seasons of business. So it's an ongoing battle. We should always try to improve the quality and quantity of our business or businesses, depending on if you have multiple. So focus on your own business journey. Stop doing the negative comparison. Start doing the positive comparison, and start competing in a positive way, and start dominating in a positive way, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. But hit me up, 801-471-6491, with any of your business maximization questions, which the show is specifically set for, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. Whether you have a question or just an insight, or just want to say what's up for a little bit, either one of those works as of right now. But hopefully we'll start focusing more on business maximization questions, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So I'm happy to share a lot of different insights and breakthroughs with you in terms of business, as I am on my own business maximization journey. Um, but we'll see how that goes, inshallah. Let's see. Um, so I'll just, I think we started off 2:45. So we're no 1:45. So we're here until 2:45 with the business maximization show. Just wanted to connect with you guys, see what's going on in the marketplace. From the smallest fish in the ponds to the biggest fish in the ponds. We're all trying to make it. We're all trying to live a good life through the businesses that we have. So, everybody got to start somewhere. It's definitely not an easy journey to be in business. And you got to start planting your seeds and see what starts to sprout. Take care of these seeds and try to make sure that it grows to the level that you need and want it, or even better, to the level that it could potentially grow to, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So business is an amazing journey. I'm pretty sure you guys are well aware of, and at least you should be if you are, an entrepreneur or in business one way or the other. That the situation with GameStop, the tug of war that's happening with GameStop. That's something that we should kind of start paying attention to some of these publicly traded companies, and kind of learn lessons and see, like, man, it's not an easy place to be in for all of those businesses that are actually involved in that particular situation. So, that's a aspect of business that we should all be aware of. I would say like probably 80 to 90% of us, have goals and dreams and visions and aspirations to starting our own business, but it's not an easy journey, and I'm speaking from a 1% level right now, but hopefully we'll be able to keep building, keep making things happen. And hopefully some of these seeds that we're planting right now will start showing its full fruition, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So when it comes to your business maximization journey, just like it is for me, it is for you, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So I'll just kind of share with you some of the things that I've been experiencing when it comes to the different aspects of business, even though, like I said, I'm in the 1% of the process and the journey. I think Hilal just joined. What's up, Hilal? Assalamu alaikum. Appreciate it. I appreciate that, bro. Jazakallah khair, inshallah. Anybody who wants to call in, hit me up, inshallah. 801-471-6491. Since most people were sleeping in the morning on me, I wanted to show up when they're awake, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So across the platforms, inshallah, make sure you guys are showing your love. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, inshallah. We're just talking business, inshallah, shooting our shots, as they call it, as they say. But there's a lot of things that kind of happen on your business maximization journey. And a lot of us get lost in the sauce. I don't know if that's the right word, but we kind of get lost in the shuffle. When we're trying to plant our business seeds, when it's at the seed level, we don't know which type of seed to plant. We don't know which area to plant it in, which land, how to till that land, and so many other things. And it's it's definitely a challenge from that aspect of it. So you really have to figure out the type of business that you want to build, and that's always going to be a challenge. And especially when it's from the educational aspect of things, which is my passion, and in creating the content and things like that. That's essentially what I'm really focused on as of right now. But the non-educational aspect of business is what I really have to focus on even more so that the educational aspect of what I'm passionate about will start to become more of a um, more of a realistic approach, and they kind of work together. It's kind of like the yin and the yang of business. Generally speaking, the non-educational aspects of business is the yin side of business, and the yang side of business is the educational aspect of business. So, a lot of us are in the process of building these types of businesses, and working on developing these businesses. And it's easy to underestimate yourself and overestimate others. You know what I mean? And it's an ongoing battle. So I'll be sharing my insights with you guys, but hit me up at 801-471-6491, inshallah. And hopefully, as we stay consistent in this process, we'll be able to continue with this business maximization journey, inshallah. Seems like we got Harry McGuire Jr. here saying what's up on YouTube. What's up? How you doing? Hopefully everything is going good with you. Inshallah. Uh, I don't know if you know what that means, but if you do, great. If not, then I can explain that to you, inshallah. But anyway, if you have any of your business maximization questions on your business maximization journey, this is what this show is really set up for. So hit me up at 801-471-6491. And by the way, Harry, I think that's what I see. Harry, where are you watching this? Which city are you in? Just let me know, inshallah, in the comment. Let me know in the comments, and then we'll be able to build on from there. So hit me up with any of your business maximization questions. I was talking to Harry on showing a little, showing some love on on YouTube, and is viewing us from Ohio. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hilaj popping up here from Seattle. Simba from SLC. He already has this in his tagline. What's up, Ali? Jazakallah khair for joining, bro. This is trying to do the business maximization shows in the afternoon, since majority of the people were sleeping before noon. I'm normally a morning person, so I decided to kind of switch things around. Try to help as many people as we possibly can on our business maximization journey. So whether you have a question or insight, or just want to say what's up, hit me up at 801-471-6491, inshallah. What's up, Ali? Appreciate it, bro. Seems so. Harry's saying I'm in college right now. That's perfectly fine. Pretty sure there's a reason why you found a little bit of connection on this business journey. So are you getting your degree in business, or are you getting your degree in something else and you're just kind of interested in business? What's the deal, Harry? Hit me up, inshallah. I appreciate you joining us, by the way, Harry. I don't know if you this is your first time running into us, but I definitely appreciate your presence and being here. Okay, computer science. That's pretty good. Obviously, the hot that one, if not one of the hottest career paths that exists right now is computer science. I see people chopping it up on Instagram. But on your business journey, everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own struggle. Everybody has their own problems and challenges that they're working to resolve. So, instead of comparing yourself to others and looking down upon yourself and feeling down like, somebody else has, somebody else has it better than you, or at least seems to be better than you, or maybe is better than you, and you're underestimating yourself. In any of those situations, it's good to check yourself before you wreck yourself on your business maximization journey, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So, finding the right business is definitely a big challenge. I've been thinking about so many different businesses, and right now I'm focused on one primarily or heavily. But I'm still slowly but surely developing the Ying businesses as of right now. Um, so, it's an ongoing battle, and I want to talk about decision making as well. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So, with any of your business maximization questions, hit me up 801-471-6491. The primary reason of the live Q&A call-in shows is to help answer any of your business maximization questions. Anything that I could be of love and support for you in your business maximization journey, just let me know and I'll do the best that I can. Seems like, so Harry's asking, do you have your own company? Yes, alhamdulillah, praise be to God. I do have my own company. It's a very, very tiny seed of a company because I'm in the business discovery phase as of right now while I'm building up a couple of things. But the main one is Ridwanullah Solutions, as I like to call it right now, which is an Islamic personal professional development company that's designed to help individuals maximize their businesses, finances, and life, not only in this dunya, this world, but also in the akhirah, the afterlife, is essentially the main thing. But I did start a couple of other businesses that I kind of shut down for right now. But so, right now there's 2 or 3 business ideas that I'm kind of grooming for and getting ready for to launch. In addition to this and working full time and everything else that's kind of happening as well. So yeah, I do have that. Big coach of Metro. What that mean though? Oh, man, I'm over here thinking something else, but yeah, for sure. I appreciate the love, man. Definitely always connecting on the Metro transportation. If you just put the transportation on there, come on, bro. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, Harry's saying service-based, for those obviously who are watching on either Facebook or Instagram or not paying attention to the uh, the comments on YouTube. Uh, Harry's saying service-based business is the way to go, in my opinion. I definitely agree in one aspect of it, but in another aspect of it, there's a lot of limitations to service-based businesses unless you could do what Ali did and kind of systematize it in a way that you're not completely involved in the day-to-day operations for the most part. Um, but there's definitely a lot of limitations to service-based businesses because in service-based businesses, unless you hire somebody else to do it for you, you're going to have to be there and be present. So that's the limitations of service-based businesses. The thing that I like about product-based businesses is, especially with online aspect of things that I'm slowly but surely developing my stuff for, is that you don't have to be there 24/7 to make sales and make purchases for the most part. So, like something like affiliate marketing, obviously you just market it once and then that's a product in itself, especially when it's an online thing. By the way, I do have some links in the comments below for my affiliates. So hit them up, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and show your love. So I get a little bit of a kickback, maybe or maybe not. So yeah, there are some good things about service-based businesses, but there are some limitations as well. Ali is saying it's your time to shine. Yeah, for sure, man. It's for all of us, inshallah. So hit me up, guys. I'd rather have you guys call me and talk to me. That I set up the business phone number for a reason. So hit me up, whether you're shy or not, whether you like yourself out there or not. All doesn't matter. Even if you're just saying what's up, that works. But hit me up, 801-471-6491. Hopefully this is going to be the #1 business Q&A show in the world. But we're starting off with humble beginnings, inshallah. But hit me up, inshallah, 801-471-6491. I know entrepreneurs have tons of questions, tons of ideas, and I have 1,000,001 questions myself. So I'm trying to get them answered on my own, and trying to help other people answer their business questions as well. If you have tons of ideas roaming in your head, that's definitely an entrepreneurial trait. So let me know if you guys have any particular questions. I'll just keep reading the comments, I guess, until somebody has the guts to call in, inshallah. Harry's saying you need some sort of purpose in life. I think maybe he said something else before that. Yeah, I get that, but too much free time is not good, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely, especially when you're young. You want to utilize your energy and effort in a good way, inshallah. So even if I'm in the middle of something, hit me up. Preference is calls, and then any of the insights and comments and things like that is kind of secondary, inshallah. But yeah, service-based business is good because it does give you a purpose in life and something that you're working towards. But sometimes the older that you get, especially when you have a spouse and children and things like that, you want to be able to spend more time with them. So setting up a product business that you could systematize, that doesn't need you to be there, or even a service-based business that you could systematize that doesn't have to have you there, is something that as you get older, you'll start to think about that and give that a little bit more consideration. I'm getting a text message of a question. I think I know who it is, but I'm not going to jump to conclusions. But I'll read that question in just a little bit. But hit me up, 801-471-6491. Text messages work, but I prefer a call, inshallah. But I'll answer that question as well, inshallah. But let's see what Harry's saying, and I'll get to the question that was sent over in text. So with Harry saying, yeah, I get it, but too much time is not good in my opinion. I could definitely respect that. You need some sort of purpose in life. You can't just sit around and do nothing all day. 1,000%, I wholeheartedly agree with you on that. You definitely need a purpose in life, and that's actually why I was so focused on the educational business myself, because even though obviously I'm going to try to see if I could set it up in a way that I could sell it, I don't intend on selling the educational business because it's more of a legacy business. But any of the other businesses, I whether I started or not, or whether I sell it or not, is not that big of a deal to me. But I try to make sure that I have a unique purpose in life, which is business, finances, and life maximization. So yeah, definitely I agree with you. But you also, maybe, I guess the answer is to have some sort of systematized business, whether it's product or service based, that could work completely without you, or even just investments that either you own or somebody else owns. Um, and and also something that is service based, whether it's product or service, that you could be involved in as your general or unique purpose in life or business and whatever. So that definitely makes a lot of sense, um, to have that purpose in life for sure. Seems like you probably don't think I recognize the number, but I did. So especially linking it to the question, so I'm gonna put you out there a little bit, Ali. So this question came through in text from Ali. Hit me up, inshallah, as well. But let me see the question that he's asking. What do you think about service business like home healthcare? So my thoughts on service-based business like home healthcare, it's a definitely good business model that's needed. It's good to kind of dig into your reasoning why you want that business. And the other thing that I want to say is, obviously, I honestly and genuinely believe any real and legitimate business is a really good business idea, as long as you love it and that you're good at it, and obviously there's a market need. But home healthcare businesses, generally speaking, I don't know how the COVID situation has honestly impacted that, but it's a good business model. Anything in the healthcare industry, my main source of income and work is actually in the healthcare industry as of right now. And the home healthcare, obviously, as you guys can see, it's a part of the essential business. So it's a really good business model. If you want to do it, long term, and it's something that you have the passion for as well as the skills for, and you could be reasonably good at it, and it gives you the lifestyle that you're looking for, whether it works for you or not, is something that I would definitely dig into. But for me, I don't think I personally, I don't think I could do home healthcare, but I do think it is a good business model, because the thing that I love the most is the educational business, right? The content creation, education, and all of these other aspects of it. So that's what I love the most, and that's what I'm trying to invest in and put a lot of time into. But I definitely like home healthcare. I do know I don't know personally, but I did hear about people specifically in Minnesota, who are pulling in roughly about $500,000 revenue with those types of business models. I don't know if it's just one or multiple that they have, but it is a really good business model. Obviously, as people are getting older, their needs will change, especially with the whole COVID situation. More people want to be in their homes, so I'm thinking that home healthcare has been positively impacted in terms of a business model. But as entrepreneurs, we always have these different ideas. But the other thing that I will consider in which business is right for you is to really look into your capacity and capabilities, honestly. Some of us might have the capacity and capability to really focus on a business model and give it all that it needs for it to succeed, at least at the sufficient level that you're looking for, if not abundant or maximized level that we're all looking for, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So home healthcare, I think, is here to stay. It's one of those winners that, excuse me, especially if you can find a way to innovate in that aspect of it, figure out touchless ways of making that happen. You could definitely make it big in there. And I think the trajectory, just like I'm in the diabetes industry in my main source of income and work, so the trajectory of diabetic equipment and supplies businesses is going up. So home healthcare, especially in this COVID situation, is going up. So I definitely will definitely look into that. But the capacity capabilities that you have will definitely work, because a lot of us just hope and wish all day. but never really look at our capacities, right? Or how can you clear up your capacity for the business that you actually would love to do or would be the best business for you, is something that I'm experiencing myself, and I'm getting better at it as I'm, trying to manage and maneuver through so much here. But home healthcare is definitely one of those things that are like in the trajectory up. So let's see what Harry's saying here. Ali saying big facts. I appreciate that, or facts, I should say. I appreciate the love, bro. Jazakallah khair. Any other business questions, business maximization questions you guys may have, let me know. Any feedback that you guys may have as well for me, let me know as well. Bi-idhnillah. So Harry has a couple of comments here. He said, what is the end goal with your entrepreneurial journey, if you don't mind sharing? That's a really good question. I like how you're asking me questions directly. Usually most people ask questions about themselves, but the inquisitive nature really, it's a really good thing. I think I heard something along the lines of, people who are interested in others are the people that kind of go a long way. I'm definitely butchering that quote, but curiosity is a good thing. We have roughly about 10 minutes left, so I'll answer a few more questions, and then we'll start to get ready for the other show that's coming up here. Let me see the timing. The other show is going to be between 4:30 and 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so we're going to get ready for that. And the last show is going to be between 6:45 p.m. and 7:45 p.m. So these are 60-minute shows, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So just something to keep in mind, inshallah. You're welcome, Ali. I appreciate you, bro. So getting on to all Somalis here in Ohio got home care business. I see. That's very true. A lot of Somalis have home healthcare businesses here. Sales skills are very important. Absolutely. I definitely agree. Do you currently have a business, Harry, or are you interested in starting your own business, or are you just curious about business? What is your situation? If I could throw a question back at you. But I will answer, what is the end goal with your entrepreneurial journey, if you don't mind sharing? That's a really good question. There's a lot of end goals that I have in my entrepreneurial journey. Obviously the biggest ones that I can think about is, it started off selfishly. I just wanted a lot of, freedom, flexibility, and wealth. To be able to, do what I want, when I want, how I want it, type of thing. So I just, freedom, flexibility, and wealth is important to me in terms of just, taking care of myself, my loved ones, and the rest of the world to the best of my abilities. So that's definitely it. And there's a lot of nuances in that. And the second thing is that is kind of shifting to becoming like the main reason why, the main end goal in my entrepreneurial journey is that I really and genuinely love helping people. I know that's kind of cliche, but it's definitely like my passion. I really love helping people. I really love, connecting with human beings, sometimes a lot more than I like to admit. I love connecting with people. I love, giving advice, taking advice, figuring out how to level up and maximize. So I really want to create an impact in this world while I'm alive, because time is so limited. You know what I mean? And every day, even though to the masses or to the outside looking in, I'm moving at a snail pace, but behind the scenes, I'm really like grinding the wheels and like trying to make things happen. So I really want to leave a legacy. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people and there's a lot of individuals and businesses and organizations that have impacted my life in a positive way. So I want to be able to be the same thing for others. So writing books and doing these shows and doing the programs and building non-educational businesses that I'm currently in the development stages of, is a lot of my end goal. I really want to live this amazing lifestyle, and I really found that the entrepreneurial journey is really the way to go for me, even though it's not an easy process. It's something that, and sometimes I don't even think it's worth it, but it definitely adds up to being worth it. So the business journey is not the entrepreneurial journey. Those are generally my end goal. There's the selfish reasons and the selfless reasons. Obviously, when you're starting to get into business, finances, and life maximization, you start to realize that, that being in a 9 to 5 is not really the way that the people that are at the highest level get there, whether it's one way or the other. So obviously I can go on for that, but I just feel like business and the entrepreneurial end goals, that's what I have. And there's a lot more details in it, but that's the general aspect of my entrepreneurial journey and the end goal. So I appreciate those questions. He says, too many Somalis have home healthcare businesses in Ohio. There's definitely a huge population in Ohio for sure. Too much competition, true, but there's a way to look into the competition in a better way than a way that keeps you away from what you should be doing. Sales skills are very important. That's actually very true. That's a weak spot for me. I'm more focused on marketing right now, but I really, really have to build up my sales skills. I've been doing sales for about 10 years now. After I got done with college, I transitioned into sales. I think that's just like my natural thing, but I know how to do it for other companies, but I have to start doing it for my own company, and really, having a robust sales maximization system, because without sales, your business ain't jack. So, getting the sales however you can, whether you're in a licensed or contracted situation, or whether you're in the full out get your own sales situation, either one of those definitely works. Right now just school, but hopefully after a few years of the workforce and building capital, I want to have a business in the tech field. Yeah, I think you have the right way of looking at it. So the tech field is really a good situation to be in. I have a couple of individuals that I'm currently connected to that are in the tech field. I actually love tech myself. I focused on information technology when I was in school as well, on top of the business management and things like that. So tech field is definitely one of those amazing things. Harry said, I used to work 9 to 5, but it is not a pleasant lifestyle. Yeah, it's definitely not a pleasant lifestyle for sure. But the 9 to 5 grind is, in the beginning, I didn't appreciate it as much, but the more I try to build my own businesses, the more I see the good parts of it. Maybe that's just an overall thing. I'm trying to become more optimistic and positive person, but it's an important aspect of business. But I think we're pretty much wrapping up here. I really appreciate the engagements. I really appreciate the connections. This is just one of the parts that I really love doing. The live Q&A shows online, especially, is I get to connect with individuals like Harry that I've never heard of before, and I'm 100% sure that you've never heard of me before. And we're connecting that way, and connecting with good friends as well, Ali. So it's an amazing journey. This business maximization journey is not an easy one. It's not one of those things where everybody's on their own journey. You know what I mean? Focus on your own journey. It's easy to get caught up on, oh, look at that person is doing this, or this person is doing that, and this person is so far ahead of me, and you start to feel bad about yourself. But you should start looking at, where do I want to be, regardless of where everybody else wants to be, wherever they are. Where do I want to be? Where am I right now, and how far have I come? You know what I mean? Don't underestimate yourself and overestimate others, especially when it comes to business or even in your finances or your life overall. And, the other thing that I'm pretty sure Ali knows very well, and I'm pretty sure Harry knows well as well, is that, don't listen to the naysayers and don't listen to the people that tell you certain things that you want is impossible. You know what I mean? You should always go for the things that you know and believe is possible, and don't let other people's dogma and limitations stop you from creating your own business, creating your own reality, and creating so many other things, and working through the uncertainties and the risks and the down days and the up days and the in-between days. You should focus on your own lane. I've been focused on my own lane for a little while now. I'm starting to kind of gain a little bit of clarity. But with time being up, I'll try to wrap it up here a little bit. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Harry, for subscribing. Hopefully you could share with some of your Somali friends as well in Ohio. But I really appreciate you, bro. Anything that I could do to help you on your business maximization journey, let me know. Appreciate the subscribe. So I'm here trying to wrap it up here, but check out the Rich Cooper's business playlist. I appreciate that. I'll definitely check him out. There's definitely a lot of entrepreneurs that I'm connecting with online and offline, but I haven't heard of Rich Cooper yet, so I'll definitely check him out. If you haven't heard of Ed Milet, I guess that's one that I could share with you as well. Ed Milet is a pretty solid entrepreneur. But anyway, let me kind of gather my thoughts here and just kind of summarize and conclude. Everybody's on their own business journey, and you're going to have a lot of trials and tribulations, problems and challenges that you're going to work towards finding a solution for. But, keep going at it. You never know what will work for you. Some people, get success and happiness in business in an early age. Some people somewhere in between, and some people in later stages of life in the old ages. So, you're going to have to keep pushing. And, the other thing that I wanted to leave you with before I go is decisions really matter in your business. There's literally, I felt like I had to make like 50 to 100 decisions just to get this show in the afternoon segment on Saturdays, even though we're going to start on Sundays, and so many different things that happen behind the scenes. The decisions really impact what the desired outcomes and the results that you're going to produce in your business, your life and finances, and more importantly, your life. So make the decisions, make effective decisions in your business, because a lot of these things, especially when you have employees, I'm not in that situation where I have employees right now. I did have some volunteers and some interns in the past, but it's crucial to start making these decisions, because it impacts your clarity, it impacts your capacity and capability, and how you feel and how you are. And if that is the way you're feeling, guaranteed your employees and your followers are feeling the exact same thing, if not worse. So, make the tough decisions. Start making the smallest decisions, the biggest decisions, and the decisions in between that will help you start building your business. And, there's endless amount of decisions that I have to make in my own business. That's a tiny business that I have right now. And the other ones that I'm hoping to have in the future. And, you learn and grow so much through the decisions that you face and make. So, make these decisions in your business journey, and try to, keep building, keep building. You never know where your business is going to go, and you never know how well things can get. But if you quit, you'll never see that end result. So I'll leave you with that last segment. But before I summarize and conclude, I want to remind you guys of the sponsors, announcements, and updates. Our primary sponsor is Ridwanullah.com, which is an Islamic personal professional development company designed to help you completely maximize your business, finances, and life in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So check us out there. Our secondary sponsor is Ridwanullah University's Business Maximization Program. That is an online business maximization program that I run. Try to provide the training as well as the coaching on a regular basis to those individuals who are on there, plus more resources that I know will be very valuable and useful and beneficial for entrepreneurs who have these really big goals and dreams, or small goals and dreams in business, or anything in between. These trainings, coachings, and resources are definitely going to be helpful for you in your journey. So I'd really appreciate you joining in that. It's $75 per month normally, but since it's kind of like in the beginning phases, I'm doing 1/3 of the price, which is $25 per month for all of that. So I'd really appreciate you guys joining us there as well, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, which is our secondary sponsor. If you would like to sponsor this show for any purpose, either promotions or branding or marketing and sales, send your request, budget, and details to ridwanullahsolutions@gmail.com. That's a new email that I recently created by rebranding my business as ridwanullahsolutions@gmail.com. So you can hit us up there for any of those questions related to that or anything else. And like I said, we are doing the shows in the afternoon now because most people are asleep before noon, and I'm not normally and naturally a morning person, but we're shifting it to the afternoon on Saturdays, weekly, unless I'm on my quarterly retreats, which it's a non-negotiable for me. So if I'm on my quarterly retreat, I won't be doing the shows or the programs. But if I'm not on my quarterly retreat, expect the shows weekly, and expect the weekly on Saturdays, and expect the programs on a bi-weekly basis on Sundays, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, similar time frames. And that's pretty much it. There's a lot more to come. I have a lot more ideas. I really want to write a book. I really want to get into other non-educational businesses that I'm kind of in the same phase as Harry, trying to get myself together on. And everybody has their own business maximization journey. So appreciate your journey, the good and the bad and everything else in between. And focus on yourself, make the right decisions for your business and yourself and other aspects of your life. And keep plugging away at it. The small things really add up to big things. And that's one thing that I've really believed, recently started to believe, is like the smallest things add up to the biggest things. So I'm really focused on quickly getting the small things done, as well as the big things and the things in between. So keep plugging away at it on your business maximization journey. Anything that I could do to help you, either through the live Q&A call-in shows, or the programs, or anything in between that or around that, please let me know, and I'll do the absolute best that I can to help you on your business maximization journey. It's really, really fun doing this for me. But any constructive feedback you guys have for me, I'll be more than happy to listen to, inshallah. But that's pretty much it. No calls, but a lot of engagements. I really appreciate you guys for joining us. Harry on dominating YouTube for me. Facebook, not much engagement. I don't know why. But Instagram, Jamal came through, Hilal came through, as well as Ali came through. Really, really appreciate you guys. Jazakumullahu khair. We're on to bigger and better things. We're doing bigger, better things, inshallah. Hopefully, our results speak louder than our words, inshallah. But that's all I got for you guys today. Any of the descriptions are in the link below. I can't get it on Instagram, but you guys can find it on YouTube, Ridwanullah Solutions, Facebook. I'm trying to get it changed to Ridwanullah Solutions, but they're giving me a little bit of a hard time. But that's what we're going to be doing moving forward. That's all I got for you guys today. I wish I could spend more time with you guys, but I got another show at, let's see the timings again. Man, I think, 4:30 until 5:30, and then 6:45 and 7:45. I want to talk about what was going on with GameStop in the financial maximization show. So I'm really interested because that really piqued my curiosity in terms of what I wanted to do with my investments. So I'll share a couple of more tips on that financial maximization aspect, because we were focused on business in this one. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, follow, share, comment, connect. I really appreciate you guys' love and support. Jazakumullahu khair, Ridwanullah family, for tuning in to a new episode of the Ridwanullah Business Maximization Show. I'm your host and business maximizer, Hussein Mohamud, checking out by saying, never ever give up on completely maximizing your business in this dunya and in the akhirah for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.